Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into To My Star Season 2. We're diving into Episode 4. I just finished watching Episode 3, and it was a little sad, a little heartbreaking. It had made me feel some type of way, but at the end, Sejun popped up in Jiwoo's hometown because I guess he had this gig performing at this welcome back party for this lady person who we are still getting to know, potential ex of Jiwoo. Yeah, so we're just gonna dive on in and see what shenanigans ensue.
또 크게 경축할 일이 또 있습니다. 자, 여러분 놀라지들 마시고 자, 들어오세요.
So Jiwoo does not seem happy, and she did not seem happy. But he's having a good time. He having a good time, baby. She is not happy, and I'm not entirely sure why. I like this sweater.
평생 못 볼 줄 알았던 사람을 이렇게 자주 보니까 신기하네요.
저요? 아니면 한지우요?
둘 다요.
여기가 고향 같은데 뭐 잠깐 쉬다가 다시 미국 가는 건가?
아니요. 이제 안 갑니다. 한국에 있으려고요. 평생.
평생. 그 팔찌 어디 갔어요? 지금쯤이면 수리 다 됐을 것 같은데.
잠깐 대기 중인데 왜요?
아니 그 팔찌 어디서 봤나 했더니 그 한지우 옛날 사진에서 봤더라고.
Child.
뭐 커플 팔찌 그런 건가?
제가 태어나서 처음 만든 주얼리거든요. 그래서 의미가 좀 깊습니다.
Child, get the tea, get the tea.
이 사진 제가 찍어준 사진인데.
아이고 그 사진에는 소질이 없으시구나.
딴 거 괜찮은 사진들 많을 텐데. 아, 못 보셨나?
네.
그 저번에 말씀하신 TV 광고건도 내부에서 만족도가 아주 높대요. 물론 마지막은 제가 컨펌해야겠지만.
근데 헤어졌으면
Oh, okay, so
커플
the
그런
ex.
거 더 이상 안 하는 게 매너 아닌가? 매너.
그 매너는 커플 팔찌인지 아는 사람들이 있을 때 얘긴데. 그래서 안 끼잖아요. 겸사겸사 덕분에.
아주 퍼펙트한 타이밍에 제가 부서지게 했네. 아,
Child.
역시 강서준.
Child.
아이고, 괜찮아요? 아이쿠야. 아이고, 아이 오케이?
영어가 편하시면 계속 앞으로도 저랑은
괜찮습니다. 지금 편해요. 충분히.
그럼
보통이 아니야.
Lord.
보통이 아닌 사람이야 아주. 따라가는 거 아니야. 내 갈 길 가는 거야. 걱정하지 마.
그거 좋네.
징하네. 손도 많아 보이던데. 조금 더 먹고.
그 자네가 말한 대로 그 잔치 음식 해오라 시켰더만은 그 잘해왔더라.
그쵸. 제가 또 맡은 일에는 최선을 너무 다해서 문제거든요.
그 사람들도 다 맛있다 하더라고.
Did they? All I heard was criticisms about why would you add this and not just make a regular potato or whatever.
나와보세요. 잠깐만 나와보세요.
차가 엄청 삐켜야지.
또 먹고. 남의 집 마당에서 장난하나.
아 이제 왔어? 그 이장님이 여기가 딱이래.
아 그래 친구인데 뭐 독덕방 이씨랑 내 주인한테 다 말해놨어.
들어가서 할 일해. 각자의 프라이버시는 존중해주자.
구경 좀 하자.
Lord.
보시면 최신식인데.
SBC 예능 방송
Like, what game is he
시골식당.
playing now?
시골에 있는
Lord.
식당들 망한 이유를 낱낱이 파헤쳐 드립니다.
나도 사실 거기 한번 들어가고 싶긴 했다. 조합이더라.
돈 많아서 그런가? 하여간 한지우 골치 아프겠다. 아니지. 전생에 나를 본 건가?
뭐라 카노 엄마 내일 뭐 입을 건데?
엄마 있잖아. 저번에 산 그 분홍색 블라우스에 검은 치마 어떻노? 꾸안꾸.
아 그래 마음대로 해라.
아 왜? 엄마가 또 너무 예쁘면 곤란하잖아. 맞지?
아 진짜 시간 맞춰서 오기나 해라. 1시다 1시. 나도 내일 머리 묶어주고.
알았다. 이미 다 얘기해놨다. 반찬 내도 갔다 오게 해준다 그럼. 잘 됐지?
맞나?
그래 이 딸랑구야. 아, 이 뭔데 자꾸 보고 있노? 엄마 이제 드라마 봐야겠는데.
리모컨 내놔. 리모컨.
I do like this sweatshirt. It's simple. It's a simple but fun, colorful design. Yeah, colorful.
왜 뭐 볼 일 있나? 문 좀 열어봐. 왜?
진짜 여기서 이렇게 지낼 거야?
뭐 보시다시피 쾌적해. 걱정돼서 못 자겠음. 내가 못 이기는 척 너네 집에서 자고.
나 여기서 평생 살 거야. 나 아무 걱정 없이 혼자 잘. 그니까 방해하지 마.
야, 마당 하나 풀렸는데 무슨 방해? 오버하지 마.
그래. 다 하고 싶은 거 다 하고 와라. 얼마나 갈지 모르겠지만.
야 이딴 식으로 지내서 퍽이나 잘 살겠다.
I need more context. What happened?
Are you ready to face all the things we regret? Yeah, yeah. Are you ready to say all the things we never said? So you matter with time. Are you ready to face all the things we regret? Yeah, yeah.
I like this song.
Ready to say all the things we never said. How do you like me now? How do you like me now?
Can't sleep. so he's gonna clean. I wish I had that problem. Between this and Enchante, I've seen a lot of people have different ways of coping with the fact that they can't sleep. That I really need to hop
엄마
on.
갔다 올게. 조금 있다 봐.
먼저 머리를 세 갈래로 나눠줍니다. 균등한 비율일수록 좋아요. 차분히 가장 오른쪽으로 향해 있던 갈래를
나 간단한 거 하나. 그 카프레제 같은 거 하나 주든가. 이웃 사촌인데 밥 한 끼 정도는 해줄 수 있잖아.
사고 쳤어?
뭔 소리야?
한두 번도 아니고 일도 안 하고 여기 계속 있으니까 기사 터지게 남았나 했지.
나 오늘 엄청 잘 잤다. 1년 만에. 요리 좀 해줘.
Stop it.
1년 만에 식사도 잘해보게.
싫어. 재료 다 떨어졌어.
아, 손님도 없는데 무슨 재료가 다 떨어져. 넌 아무렇지 않게 잘 먹고 잘 자고 잘 살았나 본데 난 아니야. 좀 살려고 왔다. 왜? 시간 좀 줘. 어려운 일 아니잖아.
새벽에 4시간을 운전해서 와서 또 4시간을 운전해 갔다고? 장난하는 것도 아니고 그래서 연기가 되겠어? 야, 백호민 말해봐. 연기 되겠니? 느낌 있겠어?
연기 잘 하셨어요. 컨디션 좋아 보이던데요.
뭐? 기분은?
이전보단 나은 것 같기도 하고.
변태다. 그치? 변태지 뭐야. 왜 혹사당하니까 좋아해?
아니 원래 형 궁금한 건 풀고 봐야 되잖아요. 그냥 한지우 씨가 옆에 있어서 그런가?
아이 몰라. 에스프레소 3샷 가자.
I love this suit.
이러다가 괜히 또 병 도지는 건 아닌가 싶다니까. 이제 약도 안 먹고 괜찮거니.
Child.
근데 너 왜 나한테는 차갑게 굴어? 똑같이 전애인인데 왜 나한텐 차갑고 걔한테는 아무렇지 않게 구냐고. 나한테 미련이 남은 거야? 걔한테 미련이 남은 거야?
I mean, it's a fair
넌
question.
이런 불편한 얘기를 계속 하잖아.
그래, 그럼 안 할게.
I mean,
That's it.
sometimes they need to be talked about. My heart's involved in this too.
뭐해? 전화 받아.
네, 티 아스페토입니다.
네, 다경이. 전화 왜 이제 받노?
아,
I mean, it was 10 seconds, but okay.
오늘 참관 수업인데 갑자기 군수님이 오셔갖고 못 갔거든. 유학 삐졌나 해서 네가 혹시 좀 학교로 데리러 가줄 수 있나?
알겠어. 내가 가볼게.
아이고 여기 우리 쿠폰 받았는데.
네?
아유 이거 쿠폰 50% 할인해 준다며.
네, 맞습니다. 어서 오세요. 자리는 저쪽 어떠세요?
자.
네, 들어오세요.
What you mean coupons?
네, 들어오세요. 아, 또 찾아주셨네.
여기 옹심이 같은 것도 있다 하던데.
맞습니다. 여기가 또 웅심이 요끼 맛집이거든요. 잘 오셨어요. 그럼 요끼 3개.
네.
잠깐만 기다리세요. 네, 잠깐만.
I mean, he's helping your business, baby.
왜? 너무 멋있어서 할 말을 잃었어?
뭐예요 진짜?
아니 근데 무슨 초등학교에 애들이 이렇게 없어?
시골 총구석이니까.
She's
머리는
so
또왜
grown,
그래?
I'm telling you.
누구랑 싸웠어? 아니 너 잠을 푹 잔 건가?
진짜?
아 왜 그래? 아 같이 가.
Not a great start.
야 왜 빨리 걸어? 머리 뭐라 해서 화났어? 미안해.
내려가. 아무것도 모른다는데. 아무리 연애할 때도 그렇지.
I mean, good.
없어가 경찰서는 못 알아. 말이 되나?
I mean, that is a good attitude for your kids to learn. Even if you are a celebrity, we ain't friends, so I'm not just gonna go home with you. Yeah, stranger danger. Even if he is cute and famous.
그만 말해요.
Yeah, she might be Jiwoo's daughter.
부모님이 참관 수업 안 하면 어떤 마음인지. 잠깐만. 오케이, 내가 쏜다. 콜. 금액 제한 없음.
I mean, she's a smart girl.
와, 요즘에도 이런 멋진 슈퍼가. 유아, 너 그 드라마 봤어? 아, 너 태어나기 전인가? 아무튼 뭐 여기부터 저기까지 다 골라, 다 사줄게. 일시불.
어? 강서준 씨 맞죠?
아, 네.
뭐고? 내 완전 팬인데 대박. 이 선글라스도 많이 끼고 다니는 그거 아닙니까?
아, 예, 맞습니다. 아, 예.
와, 여기서 다 만나고. 진짜 죄송한데 사인 한 번만 주시면 안 돼요?
아, 예.
이 시골에서 강서준 씨 볼 일이 어디 있겠어요, 제가.
성함이
신기원입니다. 네. 아, 감사합니다. 사진도 한 장만 좀 부탁드립니다. 사진.
Okay, I guess.
여기 보시고. 아, 선글라스 한번 벗고. 아, 선글라스. 네. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋, 잠깐. 아유, 감사합니다. 아유, 잘 나왔네. 아유, 감사합니다.
다 골랐어? 유아야.
Lord, why she gotta cause trouble?
유아.
Again, I said she's a smart girl, so she knows exactly what the fuck she doing. What? Child, this little girl.
유아야. 한유아. 장난치지 말고. 유아야. 한유아. 유아야.
한유하 9살 한유하를 본 주민번호는 저 이장 한유하의 어머니 한가영에게 꼭 좀 연락 부탁드립니다. 다시 한번 알려드립니다.
Lord.
한유하
Child.
설마 이런 데는 안 갔겠지? 들었어? 여기 있는 거 아니야? 이런 무서운 곳에 애가 혼자 있으면 어떡해? 유아야! 한유아!
Baby.
저쪽으로 돌아가 보자. 유아야! 한유아! 너 엎드려봐. 내가 너 밟고 올라갈게. 아니면 네가 올라갈래? 내가 엎드릴까? 여기 없어. 그래도 확인해 봐야지. 아무리 어른같이 행동해도 애는 애야. 혼자 오래 있으면 얼마나 무서운데. 엎드려봐.
그거 고양이 소리야.
뭐?
애가 어떻게 저렇게 울어? 유아 아니야.
그래도 확인해 봐야지.
전 진짜. 봐봐. 고양이라니까.
설마
She could be playing with the cat.
내가 머리 이상하다고 해서 그래서 사라진 건 아니겠지? 쓸데없는 생각하지 마. 내가 보자.
일단 좀만 쉬자. 니 이러다 진짜 큰일 나겠다. 물부터 좀 마시고. 경찰이랑 마을 주민들이랑 다 찾고 있으니까 좀만 기다려. 내가 얼마나 마음이 상했으면.
Don't. It's not your fault. Single mother working hard. Trust me, I know. She may not understand right now. Of course, her ass didn't go anywhere. She wasn't go too far from home.
유아야, 한유아. 다 왔잖아. 다시 돌아가자. 아, 이게 진짜 어떻게 된 거 아니야? 그럴 일 없어. 그래서도 안 되고.
I mean, lots of things can happen, but yes, thankfully nothing happened.
누구 때문에 족지 한 장 놔두고 사라지는 거 진짜 싫어하는.
유아 찾았어. 집에 있었어.
동네는 쓸데없이 넓어가지고 대체 이 밤에 어딜 갔대? 이 동네 아저씨들은 왜 이렇게 사고를 치고 난리야? 유아야! 한유아! 배 안 고파? 넌 이 와중에 배가 고파? 진짜 태평하다. 약 올리는 것도 아니고. 유아 찾았대. 뭐? 유아 찾았다고 연락 왔어. 집에 있었대.
Poor baby. I know how guilt-ridden he must have felt. Like he was to blame.
대단하다, 대단해.
원래 다 상대적인 거야. 네가 안 그랬으면 내가 그랬을 수도 있고.
아, 좀 앉아 있다가 힘들어.
어떻게 그렇게 모든 일에 솔직해.
That's who he is.
무시를 못 하겠잖아.
Child? Lord? Child? This lighting, though. Child? We'll do it right here under the bridge in front of God and all my plants. Child? Child, y'all better fucking kiss on the... This was a turn I was not expecting yet. I swear to God, this is where y'all end the fucking episode. Actually, I almost forgot that there are these little, not really post-credit, but pre-credit, I don't know, little scenes after the little music in the flashback from the episode happens. I watched the end of episode 3's after the fact because I remembered that they had that. So yeah, dive into this one. Okay, so before I just went back and watched that little scene there, I rewatched the final scene like a good 2 or 3 times because, um, I don't know, there was just something special about it. I don't really know how to explain it. Like it just, I mean, for me, like on first watch, it came out of nowhere, but then, like rewatching, like I could see little hints of that guard, that wall that Jiwoo's been building up, kind of dissolving a little bit. Um, yeah, like I've been saying this whole time, like there's some deeper reason why he left and why he left in the way he did. Um, that we just haven't gotten to yet, or I haven't gotten to. You guys have seen the series, so you know at this point, but I haven't gotten to yet. So, but there's something deeper, something beyond what he's just saying, the excuses he's just saying, and he's been putting on this brave face and, you know, coming up with all the excuses he's supposed to say, saying all the things he's supposed to say to help his ex, you know, to break his heart and get him to get over him. And it's just like, I haven't bought the things he's been selling. And it's like, there's just, I know he still cares. I know even though he's putting on this icy exterior, he still cares. And for some reason he's doing this. I don't know what the reason is yet, but he cares. On some level he cares. So finally, Sejun is a very persistent man, very persistent when there's something that he wants. He goes after it, he goes after it hard. So after his multiple attempts to try and reach, you know, Jiwoo, little girl decides she was gonna run off and, you know, give everybody a fucking heart attack, which I'm like, she's a smart little girl. She's very, very smart. And very stupid. At the end of the day, she's a child. Just like Sejun was saying, like she's very, very smart, but she is still a child. So she still has certain childlike mentalities, even though she is very, very intelligent. So she decided to fake running away to put everyone's in an uproar now, and now Sejun and Jiwoo are searching together, trying to find her. And Sejun, I know he's feeling just the worst, feeling so responsible because she was under his watchful eye at that particular point in time. So even though he's not to blame in my eyes, I don't think that he's to blame. Yes, I guess, you know, he was the adult in charge at that particular point in time, so he could be to blame a little bit, but like she knew exactly what she was doing, so it's weird ground. But either way, he feels super duper responsible, and like if anything were to happen to her, God only knows what that would do to his mental state. God only knows. So thankfully, you know, she was just playing this prank, you know, trying to get mommy to give her some attention, blah 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 blah. But throughout the whole interaction of them looking for her, you could see you know, Sejun just wasn't worried about anything except finding this little girl, and I feel like that reached something in Jiwoo. Also, Kim was mentioning how he stopped taking his medicine not too long ago. I don't know what medicine he was on, but if it has anything to do with the condition that he had back in season 1, if it was some sort of like anti-anxiety medication, or, you know, something to do with emotions, or, you know, his mental state, because he did ask how are his emotions, blah 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 blah. So if he's just stopped taking that medication, I don't know if that means it's going to trigger a return of those responses to certain, you know, loud noises and stimuli, or if it's something else he's taking medication for. Maybe he was depressed after Jiwoo left him, and who knows? I don't know. But whatever medication, maybe it was something completely different and he has some sort of heart condition. Please don't let it be another Tale of a Thousand Stars. Please, Tien, take your fucking medicine, please. But like, who knows? Like, he stopped taking whatever medication, and they wouldn't have included that bit of information if it wasn't going to be in some way, shape, or form vital to the storytelling, vital to some sort of character development, or something that we're either seeing now or we're going to see in future episodes. Just like at the end of episode 1, how they had that little post-credit scene where they were sitting here talking about the future, and Sejun specifically said, look, I know you got a S, I think, on the MBTI personality test, but will you just, just imagine. And like, I think back to that particular piece of information a lot while watching this series, because again, I don't feel like they would have included something, especially that specific, if it wasn't supposed to play some sort of importance either in what we're seeing now or just in his general character. And like, if you haven't taken personality tests or whatever, that particular aspect, I think you can get S or J, and the S is for, I forget exactly what it is. I know J is for judging, because that's what I oh no, not S or J. J's a different, it's S or N. It's sensing versus intuition, and the people who tend to lean towards the sensing aspect tend to pay more attention to things like in actual reality, details and things that they can see, touch, hear with their own senses, whereas the intuition people or the N people tend to enjoy thinking about the possibilities and imagining the future and abstract details. So the S's are more concrete, on the earth, down to earth. We're focused on what's happening in front of my eyes, but I can see, hear, touch, taste, all that kind of stuff. Where the intuition, the N people are, what could be, imagining this, that, and the other, and all that kind of stuff. So different personality types. Sometimes they mesh well, sometimes they don't. But again, I feel like they wouldn't have included that information, especially that specific piece of information, because they could have touched on any other part of the personality scale, or they could have just said, I know you're an introvert, and left it at that. But like, the fact that they gave us that bit of information makes me feel like they're building that world, or they're fleshing these characters out more, which they've been doing. But it might play some role in something that we're going to see later in the series, or it might just be, more character development for him. But similar kind of thing where they said he stopped taking his medicine. I'm like, okay, they're telling me this for a reason. He used to date the other girl. Okay, they're telling me this for a reason. She's back in this series for a reason. And there's all these little other details where it's like, okay, they may not make 100% sense right now, but they are explaining something. They're pieces to a puzzle that we're putting together. So yes, but while they were out looking for little girl, Sejun is just beside himself, and you could see, especially once they got to what I keep calling a bridge. It might not even have been a bridge. It might have just been an open roadway. I don't know. But as soon as Jiwoo got the text, oh yeah, we found her, she's fine, she was at home the whole time, blah, 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 blah. It's like, are you hungry? Have you eaten today? Or whatever he asked. And Sejun's like, how could you ask me that right now? Why are you so cold-hearted? Or do you just want to make me angry? Sejun has just been going off on this whole tangent while he was looking at his phone, talking about how, he hates people who leave with just a note and this, that, and the other. And he's going off on this tangent, all off in his own little world. And part of that's kind of pointed to Jiwoo. We're not going to lie. We're going to call a spade a spade. But during that whole instance, once he found out that, they found the little girl and she was at home, he's like, okay. And he's just watching. He's watching Sejun go off on this tangent. And he's got this slight little smile in his eyes and whatnot. Like, it feels familiar. This feels comfortable. This feels like home. Like he's seen this before. He's seen this sort of interaction. He's had it before with Sejun. And he likes it on a certain level. And he's worried. He cares about him, obviously. He'll just ask him if he wants to have something to eat if he didn't care about him. But then he's like, okay, just sit down. We need to take a break. And he's like, then Jiwoo just came out with a question like, how can you be so honest about everything? And like, it's who he is. That's just who he is. He's like, now how am I supposed to ignore you? And then he just goes in for the kiss. I'm like, oh Lord, I was not expecting. Like, I was expecting us to reconcile at some point. Which, since this is only episode 4, I don't necessarily know that this is a reconciliation, so much as it is Jiwoo in a moment of not really weakness, but in a moment of just letting that facade down and showing like, yes, I do care. I do have feelings for you. But I'm keeping myself away from you for some reason. What that reason is, I don't know. But yeah, because we still have, what, 6 episodes left, so there's still plenty of exploration we can do, plenty of bridge mending and all that kind of stuff that we can do. So do I think that, okay, now we're together and we're a couple? No. But was it a good kiss? Bet your ass it was. Like they were kissing. They were kissing for real. I'm like, okay, y'all better motherfucking kiss, y'all. Heaven knows, there's so many of these series that I've watched that the moment of the couple kissing, it's like, woo, yeah, I get all caught up. But then when I go back and rewatch the actual kiss itself, it's like, oh, okay, that's a cute kiss, I guess. Techniques, no. But no, those were some nice kisses. I ain't mad about them. But let's see what else happened. backtrack. So we picked up at the party, and then I got the confirmation I needed that yes, she was in fact Jiwoo's ex at some point. What happened between them, I don't know. Is Jiwoo a bisexual man? I don't know. Was he in his homosexual state back then and he's that now grown, or was he in his heterosexual state back then and now he's grown into his homosexuality, now he's a gay man? I don't know. Is he just a open to all kind of, the bisexual, pansexual, the omnisexual? Like, I don't know, and we might not get an answer to that question. It really doesn't matter, because love is love is love is love, and as long as you treat the person right, I don't care what genitalia they have or what they identify as. But they had some sort of relationship. They dated at some point in the past, and I'm gonna assume it was an early relationship for the both of them. Cause she said it was the first piece of jewelry she ever made, and they're relatively young. It's not like they're 50 years old or something, and it's been like 30 years since they were in this relationship. They're still relatively young, so I'm gonna say that it was probably an early relationship, maybe after college, maybe after high school or college or something like that, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, they seem to be on decent-ish terms. There's still awkwardness between them, but they seem to be on decent-ish terms, which is different from him and Sejun. And Sejun pointed that out when he went to the restaurant. It's like, hey, we're both your exes, but you seem fine with her and not so fine with me. So like, does that mean you still have feelings for me or something? Like, and then Jiwoo was like, you like to talk about uncomfortable topics. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, yes, Jiwoo, I get it. I get where you're coming from. I don't like dealing with some of those uncomfortable conversations too, but sometimes they need to be had. And at the end of the day, Sejun, his heart is on the line here too. His emotions are on the line here too. You kind of uprooted everything and turned his world upside down. So the least you could do is give him some sense of closure and conversation. Yeah. And then we crossed into the whole searching for little girl territory. So I think we covered pretty much everything in the episode. Again, the series has taken me on a ride that I was not expecting to go on when I started it. When I heard that there was going to be season 2, I did not expect this was where we were going to go. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the character development. I'm enjoying the writing. I'm enjoying the acting. It's like the first season was very light and fluffy and cute, but this season I feel like the goal was to flesh out these characters, to make them more than just two-dimensional fluffy characters. Like, they are giving them depth, they are giving them backstories, they're giving them human characteristics, they're giving them, like, it's nice. I like this sort of exploration in a season 2. I think no. I was gonna say this. I think this might be the first like season 2 to a series I've watched, but no, I watched Why Love Why season 2 as well. But I think this might be only the second. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. It might only be the second series that I've watched a follow-up season 2. I know that there are other series that have multiple seasons. Like I need to go back and watch. What is the one that I finished a couple weeks ago? They were in the pool. Season 2 has something to do with fighting or championships or I don't remember. Like I can see the characters in my head and everything, but it's like for whatever reason it's just it's not, title's not popping up and I don't know what to search up. Or actually let me see. We Best Love. There we go. Okay. So like I know We Best Love has a second season, Mr. Fighting, which I have to get to. Obviously Game Boys has a second season, which nobody knows how to fucking watch that. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother at this point. Maybe, who knows? And a couple other series. I know Tarn Type has a second season, but I haven't made it through the first season. We'll get to that at some point in life. But yeah, I like this sort of take on the second season where it's like we're not just giving you a rehash of the same thing you saw in season 1. Yes, we'll give you some of those moments, but we're actually using this to further the story, to flesh out these characters and just give them depth. I like it a lot. Yeah, so I'm excited to dive into the next episode. I'm not going to dive into it right now because I've got to head to the theater and get ready for our show. So I'm going to stop babbling so I can do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.